Small Town Scuttlebutt.
What if I told you that there is a chance, mathematically in the universe, a chance that Small Town Scuttlebutt could interview the CEO of Disney?
Well, he is a Medfield High alum.
Yeah.
Class of 89, I believe.
Yep. Josh D'Amaro. He's the newly selected CEO of Disney. That's a pretty big corporation.
Evan, this could be your chance to ask him all about the conspiracy theories.
Well, my guess is he's being put in for a reason. If they're trying to cover things up, kind of get a new, fresh look on the thing.
Well, I'm going to be on vacation next week. So I recorded next week's episode last night with my barber, David Suinyana, because I just think the guy's great. He's got great stories from Uganda, came to the United States, taught himself English by watching C-SPAN. It just gets better from there.
It's like the American dream.
It totally is. Totally. Like, he loves America. And I just felt like, let's have some positive immigration conversation,
Right?
because I haven't heard that in quite some time. You know?
Sure.
So we were talking, and he says, did you know that the CEO of Disney is from Medfield? And I said, yes, I just read that. He's like, I cut his dad's hair. I'm like, get out of town. Yeah. And he says, and I've actually met him. He's come into the shop. I'm like, no kidding. Like, wow. David from the village in Uganda is cutting the hair of
The Disney CEO.
Yeah.
If that doesn't describe America, I don't know what does,
Yeah.
right?
So apparently the father, he's like in his 80s, and he's pretty active in town physically. Like, he plays tennis, so keep an eye out.
Okay. Yeah.
And he goes for runs, and he's physically active. So he's a fully functioning senior octogenarian. Is that what you call them? Yeah. Wow. That's a big word for me. So what I'm going to do is write a thoughtful note for this father of the CEO. And I'm going to give it to David, who's got great relations with all of his customers. Everyone loves David. And David's going to slip it to him and say, this is from my very good friend, Rick. He's got a podcast. It's about living in Medfield and whatnot. He can go Medfield centric. Why would this guy not want great PR for you? Great PR.
You think he needs it?
Yeah, he does, because Disney is like, we want to get to know the guy. Who is this guy? You know? So anyway, that's just what I was thinking.
I shouldn't be on that podcast.
Well, he should have listened to episode 189 or whatever when I went scorched earth on Disney. For all
And
of
we
their
talk about people pooping in line and what have you.
the money grubbing,
Yes.
like left turn fee. You know, like there's just everywhere you went, it's like, we're going to get another nickel out of you. It's like, are we here to have fun or just get fleeced? But anyway.
Well, maybe he'll come on to clear the air.
Well, that's
There you
what
go.
this is his opportunity. It's like when a new, you can be mad at your country and your government, but then when a new president comes in, everything's all great, right? Because it's like the potential. Anyway. So I'm going on a vacation next week. Is anyone going on vacation next week? No.
I'm not.
We're going to Florida.
Are you?
Yep. Going to TPC Sawgrass to play a little golf.
Oh. With
Really?
the fam?
Yeah.
Are you going?
With the fam.
Oh, nice.
And my wife's best friend. So she's going to watch Bridget while the wife and I go golfing.
Oh,
That's cool.
Isn't that cool?
I was just going to
Yeah.
ask, and then what happens in the evening with you and your wife and your wife's friend? Just curious.
Let's talk about that.
She has two kids as well.
Talk
and
about
she has a man.
swinging.
Oh,
You like that?
I
Play on
didn't.
words?
I didn't think about that, but
Well, I did, because that's where my brain immediately goes. Two women, one guy, late night drinks. Okay.
I'll throw it out there.
Yeah, do it, man. Do it. We want to report. Is she hot?
She's an attractive middle-aged woman.
Oh, if Stephanie hears that, she's going to be like, so, you think so-and-so's hot?
I did not say
And then you'd
hot.
be like,
I did not
That's
say
what
hot.
she's going to hear.
She's an attractive middle-aged woman.
and when your wife does ask that question, you say, yeah, I think we should all bang.
Yeah. Yeah. The real question is, Stephanie, do you think she's hot?
Yeah, more importantly,
That is good.
have another bottle of wine.
Oh, that is
It
good.
gets hotter by the sip.
You done this before?
Just saying.
Just saying. Yeah. That's funny. Well, we're going to a resort in the Bahamas.
Oh,
And,
how'd
I think it'll be fun. We haven't done a family trip since Disney. Actually. And I'm already preparing myself for something that happens at resorts that I'm fundamentally opposed to.
Okay.
And it grinds my gears. And it's just a hint at why I would never go on a cruise ship. I just think that, I'll be honest, people that go on cruises are less than. Like they're not cultured, they're not refined.
All right, I'm going to disagree with you. It depends on the type of cruise. Like if you go on an Alaskan
Oh,
cruise
no,
or you
no,
go
I'm talking
a cruise
about-
on the Med,
I'm
that's
talking
a
about
different. You're talking about like carnival cruises.
Yes,
Yeah.
Carnival.
The poop cruises.
Yeah, the ones where you can get a disease or the plumbing doesn't work or there's a fight at the buffet at 3 a.m.
It's because the drive from New Jersey to Maryland isn't that far.
Right.
You know?
You know, the people that, let's just say people on a cruise ship typically don't have a book on their nightstand. They're just not, they're not, you know, they're just, again, less than. And I say it because their behavior's abhorrent. When I go to this resort, I am prepared for the pool scene where there's going to be seats, you know, lounge chairs all around the pool. And there's going to be some prime real estate. Ooh, this is near the waterfall off to the side by the cabana with the smoothies. And this is away from the kid activity over there. People will wake up at freaking 4 a.m. with like 4 towels and they will wait at the gate to get into the pool when it opens. And then they will run to the desired pool chair real estate area that they desire and drape their towels over the chairs, and then they will simply go back to bed.
Really?
You've never heard of this?
No.
I've watched it, like, doing that like 6 a.m. whiz, I'm going back to bed for another hour, and you look out the window, you're like, look at those freaking animals.
Oh my God.
Look at the white trash scurrying about. Like, it's gross. It's so obnoxious. So this is what they do. And the worst part, it gets worse, Liz. They don't come back out to the pool until like 11 o'clock. So you and your family, who had a nice, sensible breakfast, woke up at a reasonable. We woke up at 7:30, 8 o'clock. We made our way down to get breakfast at 9. It's 9. It's 10 o'clock now. We want to go to the pool. Well, we're gonna sit in the back next to the trash can, and that's where we're gonna get to sit. And we're going to be behind a bunch of empty chairs with towels on them because these people want to come for the prime, sun time. It is absolutely obnoxious, and I can't believe that resorts allow this practice. And if it wasn't for me being a better person and learning how to handle situations I don't agree with better, old Rick would have totally just taken 4 of those goddamn blankets or towels, thrown them over his shoulder, sat his family down, and when the people come, say, well, these are ours. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't see a name on them. It's like, we put our towels here. I'm like, I can assure you there were no towels here. I did not see any towels. They're like, we put our towels here. I'm like, yeah, I heard you. I heard, and I'm not denying it. But do you think it's plausible that some teenagers perhaps came by and pranked you and took your towels? In which I'm hearing about this for the first time. It would get to be, it would be a stalemate. Like, my ass is in the chair. You're standing. And you can't really verify or justify anything. You're going to kind of have to walk.
Yes. Oh, for sure. For sure.
And I think more people should do that. Like, old Rick, he had a place in this world. Like, we need more of the old Rick. I just don't want to I don't want to carry the torch anymore.
Well, I feel like old Rick could come out next week, given that it's a school vacation and you're going to the Bahamas. It could be a fucking nightmare. It really could.
Well, from what I've seen in Atlantis is where we're going. It seems to be,
that place is huge.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
It's huge. Sprawl is possible. There's also a lot of things to do. Like, so yeah, one of my comedian friends was telling me, "Oh, this is what you got to do." And the first thing she said was, "Get a towel and go down to the thing." And I'm like, I hate people like you. I hate people like you. She's like, "Why? You get the best seat." I'm like. And then you just leave it there.
Yeah.
And I feel like the resort should have kind of like, You don't go to a restaurant. Oh, I want 7 o'clock reservations at this restaurant. You don't get there at 4 on your way home from work, put your silverware down at a table, and then come back at 7. That's unheard of. That's ridiculous. Why can't there be like, it's a nice, if you're a resort, if you're a nice resort, you should have, you have people attending there and you have people giving out towels. Why do you give out towels under the presumption that you are now here and you have a 30-minute break? You know, like you can put this, here's a tag. If you want to go use the restroom, you want to go run back to your hotel room, you want to go get something to eat. You have 30 minutes of a grace period from your chair and you can still hold it. Just put the tag down. And I think that would be cool. But if you're like 45 minutes, an hour, you go take an afternoon nap and you want to come back at 3 to you don't get it for the whole day.
Yeah, that's garbage behavior.
And the people that get rewarded are the scumbags. You're a scumbag if you do that. I think you're a piece of shit. Like,
what if they had an app like when you buy tickets to the Celtics game or whatever, where you can like at a certain time you go on, you pick your seats, and then you have them for. I mean, if you want to take them for the day,
well, that's great. Or I mean, we've come to this, a beach chair seating app, but I mean, we are such white trash. We need this.
We're such an uncivilized society. We can't manage this on our own.
It's like like the movie theater.
Yeah,
you reserve your seats in the movie theater now.
Exactly.
And so I think that would be cool. Everything else is like we're going to go swim with dolphins. We know when and where that is going to happen. We are swimming with pigs.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, right. I asked this woman. She's like, "Oh," she said the same thing. I'm like, "I'm a little worried about." Don't pigs shit in the water? She's like, "Oh, yeah." I'm like, "Okay, I'm out." She's like, "No, you're going to love it." I'm like, "Sounds great." I'm swimming in raw sewage.
Wait, can we talk about that for a minute? You're swimming with pigs?
Yeah.
That's like a thing in the Bahamas.
Is it really?
Yeah, my son loves pigs, and Leslie set it up. So it's a day excursion. You take the boat out. You go past Epstein Island. You head over to Pig Island. And then you swim with pigs, and then you come home.
Ha! I have not heard of it.
I would do that.
And they're like cute pigs.
Yeah,
they're They're not like big fat hogs like the things you dated in college.
Swimming with those was a different story.
Yeah. Sure. So, what's your take on doing something like that? Because what would you do, knowing everything you know now, and you and Dan want to go to the pool today? You know that, or tomorrow. You know you want to do that. You also know you don't want to sit way in the back, off to the side, underneath some kind of structure or whatever. You want to have good. What are you gonna do? How would you maneuver?
I would just show up and take my chances. You know what I mean? Because like when you're on vacation, I guess you could have a game plan like, oh, we'll go to breakfast, then we'll go to the pool, then we'll like come back, shower, have lunch, go on an excursion, whatever. Maybe you have that sort of like loose time frame in your mind, but like, I don't want to have to sit there and panic about not having a chair at the pool. You know what I mean? Like that's ridiculous to me.
Evan?
I have a very laid back attitude, I think, similar to Liz. Like, I don't want to be stressing when I'm on vacation. So, and I've never encountered a situation. I've been on a cruise actually to Atlantis. So similar, but a little worse than what you're doing. But I've never encountered a situation where there were empty beach chairs that weren't like, next to the trash can. We've been pretty good.
Yeah. I agree. I think if you're going someplace nice enough, hopefully you won't have empty beach chairs next to a trash can. That the empty beach chairs will, maybe they're not right next to the infinity pool, but, they're a few rows back and it's fine.
Yeah. But I also hate the people that go and set their towels up. Like those people do suck. Like, what are you doing?
Yep. You're making it. You're getting rewarded for being kind of like the early bird gets the worm. It's like, yeah, well then eat the fucking worm.
Right.
You know? Like, are you going to eat that?
Well, and I think you're right about removing the towel, too. Old Rick is right on.
Oh, yeah, I think so. And I don't see that as an aggressive move. There's a chair with a towel on it. The towel isn't wet. There's not a pair of flip-flops there. There's not a book. There's not, okay, this seems unoccupied.
Yeah.
So I will occupy it.
or ask the person next to
yes,
the other.
anyone sitting here.
Is this, are they with you? No. Okay, good.
I'm telling you, that would start a fight.
Really?
Well, I'm going to run some experiments.
Yes, please do.
Yeah.
I will tell you this. Okay, so your answers are in sync with the mindset of my wife and I. We are not going to play this game.
Yep.
And we have plenty of things we can do, and we'll find our time and our, maybe if my wife's having lunch and it's like we can go left to the pool or we can go right to the water slides or to the excursion thing, I'll say, let me go see if I can find some chairs. And if I can, I'll towel them up and we'll do that. If not, we'll go do the other thing. I think we'll do that, right?
I like it.
Yeah.
But just for the experience, just for the education, just for the social, the sociology of it, I'm definitely going to set my alarm for like 6 a.m. one day and get down
Oh my
there.
God, yeah.
Take some video.
I think it'd be
Yes,
great
please do.
social media.
Oh, for sure.
If I do a David Attenborough
Yes.
voice, here they are, the pieces of white trash. Scurrying about with their towels.
Cousin Eddie
claiming
his...
Oh my God. I should get my bathrobe and my big giant toque and be like, hey, I got my spot. These are mine. Yeah. Okay, well, that's interesting. I just feel like the whole, and I made a reference, and if you're like a big cruise person, and you're like, hey man, I paint things with a wide brush. Not everyone on a cruise is a piece of crap, but I was with my wife right before we got married. We were in Aruba, and we're sitting on this nice beach. We were like only 4 couples on the beach, and then the bus showed up with the cruise ship people. And let me tell you, the average weight of the cruise ship person was 275.
Were you like, here comes low tide? Ew.
Well, they all got in the water and the sea level rose 4 feet. They displaced the whole ocean. No, just kidding. I'm not fat shaming, but yes, I am. Anyway, this is the epitome. I said, Leslie, right there. That guy is he is the spokesmodel for why you shouldn't go on cruises. He was like a 300-pound guy, hairy as fuck, and he's got these big sunglasses that are like the look at me sunglasses. These are not his daily. I'm driving like I want to be seen, And he's got this, and he has a cigar.
No,
You gotta have the Cuban cigar. He's got a Cuban cigar, and he walks down.
Gold chain.
I don't remember that detail, but that would be plausible. So he's got a gold chain and like a ring, a pinky ring.
Oh God.
Anyway,
what a caricature.
He's knee deep in the surf.
Okay.
And he's puffing on that cigar with a hand on his hip, and he's just taking it all in. And I just thought, this guy doesn't know who he is or what he wants or what he appreciates. He just is checking boxes. Gotta get the Cuban cigar.
Yeah.
Gotta go wade in the water. Gotta take in the sun. Gotta look at the flashy glasses. Check, 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 check. All right. Like, back on the bus. We have a schedule. I'm like, good. But that beach was so pristine and nice.
Yeah.
And it was peaceful. And it's like, it was just what a beach should have been. And then they showed up and they just like, and he was just one of many.
Yeah.
And if you want to get grossed out, I make a reference to the hairy man. Because there was a time when my wife and I were just in the white sand of Aruba, about 2 or 3 feet deep. And I'm like, wow, the sand is really fine and soft. So I picked up a handful of it and brought it up to the surface of the water and counted at least 15 pieces of body hair.
Ah!
Think about it. Think about it.
Gross.
It's all these people
That are just shedding in the water?
yes, at this particular beach. And it was like, what the hell? I'm like, Leslie, we got to get out of here.
Oh my God. That's
Like, we came all the way down here to bathe in this bathtub. It was gross.
That is gross. It's probably pubes.
I would rather swim with pigs shitting on me than have
100%.
man body hair removed from said body and in my hand. Like, that was nasty.
That's pretty gross.
Yeah. Anyway, so today's show, we're going to talk about vacations, etiquette, and whatnot. That's kind of like the theme. So I set the table. Evan's got a game. Evan, you want to explain the game?
Okay or not okay? That is the question. Here are the rules. It is yes or no only. There is no qualifying. No, it depends. You can explain, but only after you've locked in your answer. And if you waffle, I will eat you up.
Okay.
All right. Vacation behavior. Is reclining your airplane seat immediately after takeoff okay or not okay?
Not okay.
It is absolutely okay. Ding, ding, ding. It's on, Liz.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, in our first round.
I love that we're in disagreement on this. You think it's rude?
I do.
Why?
Because, like, we just took off and now you're, like, encroaching on my space. I never recline my seat on an airplane.
You never do?
No.
Okay, so right after you take off and you're still climbing, right? 15,000, 20,000, right? That I could understand might be like, hey, we're already leaning back, you know, like, but when we level off at 30,000 feet, I paid for the seat and the seat has functionality that includes reclining. So I'm reclining and I go immediately leaning back. I mean, we're kind of tightened up, right? So why don't we just stretch out? And if everybody did it, think about it. Person in the back complaining that I just reclined. What if you also reclined? You're still equidistant from me in front of you. But because you're not going to recline, you're only hurting yourself. That is my argument.
No, I feel like I'm doing a courtesy to the person behind me.
But then
who's likely I'm not a tall gal, so the person behind me is likely taller than me. And I feel like if I'm annoyed by someone reclining, then that person behind me would be really annoyed. And it's like flying is annoying enough. Like I can also sleep literally anywhere. I could sleep on if my airline seat was a metal folding chair that didn't move, I could still fall asleep.
No kidding.
Yeah. So I don't really need to recline to
Do you have
like
one of those pillows, those neck pillows?
No.
Really?
No, it's a gift, you guys. It really is. I
It
can
really
sleep
is.
anywhere.
Did
I'm
you-
borderline narcoleptic.
Didn't you fly in the middle seat coming back from Denver a while ago? You gave up.
I gave up my aisle seat.
for a taller gentleman.
Yes. Yeah.
I would never do that.
Never.
You should get
I mean, you
miles
guys,
from
like,
the airline for that. Or
Watching him like climb over me to sit in the middle seat, I was like, this poor guy, this is like a 4.5 hour flight. And I'm like, do you want, I'm happy to switch if you want. And then he took out his phone and texted. I could see his text because he was sitting right next to me. He's like, it's a nice lady. Like, nice lady. I'm a nice lady, you guys. A nice lady offered to switch her seat with me so I didn't have to sit in the middle.
Wow.
yeah, that's going above and beyond. You should have gotten wings pinned to your lapel. Like
You're a cute and courteous flyer. How about
thank
that?
Yeah. And I'm just the guy, you know, and also I've heard people say, well, yeah, you can recline, but it's nice to ask the person behind you. I'm like, I'm not going to open up that can of worms.
No, I would
Like,
no.
what if they say no?
Exactly.
So fuck them. Like,
Yeah.
boop. And if they, no one's ever complained. But I know that it's like a 50-50, and we just we just are a sample of that. You're like, don't recline. I'm like, why do the chairs recline? You know. Now, I took the Acela down to New York, and they have reclining seats, but it's the new Acela, and the design is great. Instead of the back going backwards, the seat that you're in, like that your butt is on, slides forward.
Oh.
And it's pivoted at the head, not at the hip. So the back of the seat, if anything, moves away from the person in front of you.
Okay.
And your legs, where do they go? They go under the chair in front of you. So it's funny that I'm like looking at this design and I'm like, this is remarkable.
Yeah.
It's so simple. Why was this not the first iteration of the reclining seat? Like, all we do is bitch about being packed into planes like sardines. Anyway, that's all my take.
All right. What's next, Evan?
Well, you're both wrong.
Okay.
Okay, there is only one right answer to the plane thing. It is unacceptable to recline your seat when you're taking off, right after takeoff. It is only okay once they say it's okay to do it. And that's just a good etiquette. The second thing is if the people have their tray down behind you, you can't just, slam it back. I do the slow motion. So I'll push the button in gently and then sort of ease my way back. So that kind of happens so slowly they don't even recognize it.
Oh, okay.
What happened? What's going on here? Did you notice something?
And that is the only right answer.
I think that's actually nice. That's
Well, you're taking someone else's, feelings into consideration
absolutely.
in that
I'm
scenario.
not an asshole.
no.
Okay, vacation behavior, standing up as soon as the plane lands.
Fucking hate those people.
Yep. Where are you going? What are you doing?
We're going nowhere for 15 minutes. So, calm down.
Yeah, you know where they're going? To the cruise ship.
Yeah.
These are the people. These are the people, the cruise ship crowd.
Yeah, unless you have a blood circulation disorder or something where you're like, I got to get up, I got to stretch my legs, I got to whatever. That's fine. But if you're like, okay, we're here, let's go. Nothing's first time on a plane, sir.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
And we all do it. We all do that. It's like you have an aisle seat and now you have a man's ass
Yes.
8 inches away from your face. And they don't seem to care.
Right.
And it just gets people going, well, if this is the way it's going to be, I better get mine.
Yeah.
And then before
The
you know
herd
it,
mentality.
the lane is clogged. It's like, I bet in Japan, they all stay in their seats. It's like communion.
Until they're politely invited
Yes.
to exit the plane.
And you want to know something? The people in the row in front get the bags for the next people. Probably. I'm being racist
Yes.
and they're coming up with, I just feel like the Japanese have such a nice.
They're a polite society.
Yes, they are. They're like.
That's the most complimentary racist comment I've ever heard.
Yeah, I'm racially profiled. I would bet the Japanese traveler is a very courteous person that doesn't do this. But the guy from Hoboken, he's like, hey. Yeah. It's like, we'll go to the carousel to get your baggage.
Yeah.
Stand 8 feet back. Just stand 8 feet back. And when you see it come, which you can see, you have visibility that extends beyond 8 feet, right? You can see your bag, then approach the carousel and get it. No, everyone is dry humping the carousel, waiting for their thing. Oh, trying to look over each other's shoulders, and then it's like, when I see mine, I'm just like, excuse me, and I just get right in, and I don't even wait for them to move. I'm just like. I mean, I'm not that bad, but I'll get right in there and be like, hey, I got a bag, and they'll back up. But they don't even want to back up for you.
No.
It's like, I'll look at them like, excuse me? You want to take this in the teeth or what? Fucking psycho.
There is only
Not me. I'm not a psycho. You're a psycho.
There is one acceptable, I believe, reason for people doing that, and that is if they have a connecting flight that is leaving within the next 15 minutes.
But you wouldn't go to baggage claim if you have a connecting flight.
No, but you may only have a carry-on.
Yep.
Oh, gotcha.
So those are the only scenarios. Otherwise, I am out on armpits and assholes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Evan, good point. In fact, sometimes the stewardess or the flight attendant, will sometimes even say, we have some people with a short connecting flight.
Absolutely.
Let them off first.
Please let them off first. And still, you see the assholes well, I'm going to get out of their way, but I'm still standing.
But I feel like that's old Rick. I feel like old Rick is the guy that's not getting in my way.
No, I would never do that.
Really?
No, I would say, hey, buddy, this dude's got to get to Sheboygan, why don't you sit down like the lady told you, piece of shit. I'm going to Disney World and I'm going to have a great time. Please don't ruin it.
Okay or not okay posting vacation photos while still on the trip?
That's just dumb. It's like, hey, no one's home. House is empty. Come on over.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
I've got jewelry.
Yeah.
I've got some electronics. I've got a lot of things you can pawn.
Yeah.
It's just dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, pics. How many pics are we doing? I feel like one photo encapsulating the whole trip, or under 5 is fine. But when you get the carousel of 27 pictures, I'm like, we get it.
I think 4. 4 is a good max.
4 is a nice number.
Yeah.
Get an action shot, get a
Exactly.
relaxing shot,
Yes.
get a picture of your food if that's your thing. And then the family photo.
Yeah.
Done. 4.
Done. When you get home from said vacation.
Yes. Yes.
Do you remember the old days when you would take your vacation photos and then you would put them in the old slide machine?
Oh my
God.
God.
And you'd go,
Yes.
And
Yes.
share that with people.
yeah, you have a party and invite
Right.
everybody over to look at all your photos
Oh my God.
on the slide machine.
Yeah, my wife's aunts went to the Himalaya mountains.
Oh, wow.
They did a trek, like a 20-day trek. And they did the modernized version of that. It was all digitized
Yeah.
on a DVD. And we watched it on television.
Oh my God.
While we got very detailed explanations on each photograph.
Yeah.
And 9 hours later, it
Yes.
was over. We went about our day. But yeah, it was. People love to share their vacation photos.
yeah.
I like to look at some pictures. I don't need to see them all.
No, certainly not.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I like this one. Okay or not okay, modifying items on the menu.
Oh,
Absolutely not.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a menu.
That's not
Unless
okay.
you have a fucking allergy, order the meal as it is intended to be served. You diva.
Yeah. Yep. If you have an allergy to something,
Yeah.
obviously that they want you to tell you that. Like
Yeah.
that's
Of course.
That's just being a good human and it's being smart and responsible. But no butter, just margarine or just EVU. I hate it when people say
Oh,
EVU.
God.
Extra virgin olive oil.
Oh, God.
There was a restaurant in Cambridge called EVU. And
Yes,
we
I've
went
been there.
Yeah. And my wife's like, we're going to this restaurant. I'm like, what's it called? She goes, EVU. I'm like, ew. How would they just call it ew? Because that is pathetic. Anyway, when people do that, start modifying and making the chef. I know the chef went to the Culinary Institute of America and worked at 4-star, resorts. But I like to just alter the recipe. Just make it real nice. Like, I want the experience. What do you got? What did you prepare? What do you put together? And don't think that your waistline is so perfect and is volatile and needs to be protected. Don't go out to eat if you're that.
Calories don't count on vacation.
Yeah.
Like part of the vacation experience is like eating really good food.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And they don't count. They don't count.
Yeah.
And money doesn't count either. So you just
To a point. I mean, yeah.
Well, I disagree with both of you.
Okay.
I am a menu modifier.
Oh,
Absolutely.
How many times has someone spit in your food?
Yeah.
With a
Yeah.
caveat. With a
Okay.
caveat. I'm usually taking stuff off. So like if it's a something with onion, I hate onion. And I don't feel like there's any need for them to waste onion on my burger if they don't need to. So I will simply say, I'll take a cheeseburger, no onion. And sometimes they keep it on the plate and it pisses me off because now I got to find a place to put it. But I don't like the onion. So please remove the onion. You can save it, put it on the next burger. Not a big deal.
I have to be honest. Evan has had very level-headed,
Yes.
logical
Yes.
responses. You're batting 4 for 4. I actually might.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't like pickles. Take the pickle
Yeah.
off.
And that's
Yeah.
different than being like, I'll have this meal, but know this, substitute that, put that on the side. Like, that's just being obnoxious. Like, you saying I don't want onion on my burger, I think is probably a fairly common
Thank you.
request.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's a sensible modification.
And I will never, ever send a meal back.
Oh, that is so rude.
That to me is the ultimate sin
Yeah.
inside a restaurant. Unless it just is blatantly, like if you order well done and it comes out rare.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But even then, I'm like, I kind of just go with it. You
I
know?
ordered the rabbit at a restaurant in Wellesley, and it was so salty.
Oh, you couldn't even eat
It
it.
was like, I think the guy salted it, tended to some other stuff,
Oh.
forgot that he salted it,
Wow.
and did it again. Because this thing is, and I just said, I can't, this is too much. I'm like, try it. And they took it and just got me a new one, But that's, I think, qualifies as egregiously
If you-
off, right? Like,
I totally.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the only time I've ever done that. Yeah, but don't otherwise just eat the food. Especially if you're like at Applebee's. Like, come on, dude. Come on, man.
Okay, last question. Playing music out loud at the beach without headphones.
Absolutely not. That's garbage behavior.
Trash. Yeah. What do you think?
Well,
Oh God,
sometimes
he's done it.
no. It's if I'm hearing some music that's like trap music or whatever, I'm like, oh, dude, come on. But if it's Bob Marley from the Legends album, I'll kind of roll my eyes, going typical white person on a vacation, But it's not bad, Bob Marley's okay. I can tolerate that. If it's a baseball game, I'm like, hey. Did we just we got a man at second? All right, cool. I'm kind of But if it's like anything else, yeah, I think it's rude. I think it's although playing music at the beach seems like a normal thing to do. But so is flying a kite. Just you don't fly a kite while you're kicking sand on people's blankets and the kite crashes into your umbrella. You know what I mean? Like play music, that's okay, but play it away from everyone.
You shouldn't force other people to hear whatever you're listening to, regardless of what it is. Even if it's like beach appropriate music like reggae or whatever. What if someone doesn't like that?
Right.
Well, they can move.
You're just trying to relax and read.
They can move.
You're just trying to read a nice little romance novel, and you hear ball with the ball to bang to bang.
Exactly.
My name is Kid. I'm sorry. Can you turn it down?
Right.
I'm reading.
That's my walkout song.
Yeah. Evan in his Speedo comes out.
He's got the boombox over his shoulder with a bandana. Yeah, I see it. Well, you tell us. You're kind of like the etiquette expert here.
So, I mean, I don't know how far removed you are from like partying on the beach. I am not that far from
very far.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like if it's a party beach vibe, then it's sort of like everything goes, right? And the cool thing is, those people are having fun. So you can have some fun with them. Experience other, just a different lifestyle. If you're at a sort of like quieter beach and it's like people are just flying kites and they're reading books, maybe you're going to turn them. Just be aware of your situation.
That's what it all comes down to.
Situational
awareness.
Are
yes.
Situational awareness.
Yes, completely.
All right. Well, I think this was okay.
Who would you say is the more socially responsible, respectful person? Was there a runaway here? Or are we both?
I would.
We both categorized as good people?
I think you're both below me, but
I agree. I agree. Good answers.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I do think cute and courteous wins the match.
Yeah.
That's because I'm a people pleaser, you guys.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm like, I don't want anyone to not like me. So.
At the same time, though, Liz, that's kind of an interesting trait you have because you're also like, and I hate to sound like such a cuck, but you're an empowered woman.
Yeah, I am. Yes.
Like you are an accomplished professional, like you can take care of yourself.
Yes.
And
yes, I can.
you don't need a man in your life. You're an independent woman.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that comes with I'll do what I want or I'll get what I need
but then you're labeled a bitch.
Yeah.
Because you're a woman versus being a go-getter if you were a man, right?
No, I would call him an asshole. Like the guy smoking the cigar with the hairy back, he's an asshole.
Yes.
He's not a go-getter. He's a piece of shit. Anyway. All right, cool.
That was a good game, Evan.
That was great.
Yep, thanks. All right, who are our sponsors?
Today's sponsors
We still
are...
have those, right? Okay. We do. Thank God.
APC Pest Control. Did you know when winter hits, the mice don't hibernate, they relocate? Yeah, and apparently your house is prime real estate. Do you get that? These little freeloaders are looking for warmth, snacks, and zero rent. But that's where APC Pest Termite Control comes in. Whether it's mice or insects trying to move into your house, APC knows how to show them the door permanently. They've been doing this since 1981, and they even offer eco-friendly options for anyone who wants the pests gone while being mindful of the environment. So before you catch something scurrying by the fireplace that absolutely shouldn't be there, head to apcpest.com and remember their slogan, knocking them dead since 1981. Woo! And our next sponsor, the Royal Pizza. If you're looking for a place in Medfield that does pizza the right way, Royal Pizza is it. Everything starts with dough made fresh several times a day, homemade sauces and dressings, and 100% real cheese, which is why their Greek-style pizza has become a local favorite. Add in a friendly, welcoming staff, and you've got a true neighborhood staple. They're also running a solid deal. Buy 2 pizzas and 4 small pizzas and get a free Greek salad. So when you want a meal that's satisfying, affordable, and consistently good, head to royalpizzamedfield.com and keep it local.
Yes, one of the unsung things is the friendly staff. Billy, Donna, Scott, and delivery guy John. They're all great people. And I like going into a small town establishment, like my barber, David. It's like I like to come in and shoot the shit for a little bit, like catch up. Like, hey, it's been a week or two since I last saw you. How you doing? What's new?
We get Royals once a week, without a doubt. Absolutely.
It's Royal Night.
Ugh.
What night is Royal Night at your house?
It fluctuates because it's between that and something else that is not yet a sponsor, so I don't want to mention their name. But it's usually like a Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
That's a perfect time for pizza, especially Royal Pizza.
Friday night.
And I'm sorry for the my mouth started watering while I was thinking about the Royal Pizza.
Well, not only did you do it once, but now you did it twice. So
I know it annoys you.
good for you. Yeah. I let it go too. I was like, what the rule of thumb is you don't address it, you don't acknowledge it, you just keep going on, and then you did it again. Okay, thanks. In case you missed it. Good job. All right, Liz, second half, what are we talking about?
All right, so we are talking about vacation brain. I think we touched a little bit on it already, but the idea is when people are traveling, going to a place outside of their normal world, do they behave differently for better or worse? Do they kind of let go of everything in their traditional life and be more relaxed and maybe, forgetful about certain things because they don't have this like running list of tasks that they have to do? And so I do think, and I think it depends on your age and where you're going on vacation, because the younger you are, you're like vacation, like party, you're probably with a group of friends and anything goes and we're going to get drunk and we're going to hook up and blah, blah, blah.
When are we going?
Leslie, my flight. I don't know what
so weird. I'm going to Key West. You guys are going to the Bahamas. I don't know what happened.
Spring break. I don't know what that is. College girls. Oh, come on. That's Epstein-ish. Okay, go on.
But when, maybe you're married, have families, and your vacations, if you have a vacation like to Bahamas versus a vacation to like London or something like that, you're going to want to get different things out of that experience, right? Like Bahamas, you want to relax. So maybe you don't go into it with a ton of planning, but something that's a little bit more cultural driven, you're going to want to plan ahead, right? And so maybe you have a little bit more of a rigorous experience.
I've been in Bahamas in my 20s. We bought drugs.
Right. So have you experienced, and I do think vacation brain is real, because I do think when you physically remove yourself from your day-to-day where everything is, it's work, it's, house, it's kids, it's responsibility after responsibility after responsibility, you've left it all behind. Right? You can't do the laundry. You can't drive a kid to practice. You can't, answer. I mean, I guess you can answer a work email. I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah.
But you're disconnected. So I think that you go into kind of like a different mindset, which hopefully is more relaxed. Maybe it's less responsible. Maybe it's less courteous too, because you're not going to see these people again. So like it would be like if you went into Avenue for dinner and you were rude to the waiter, you're going to return to Avenue and that waiter's going to remember that you were rude.
Yeah, but David is the best waiter I've ever had. We request David.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's just at Avenue. If you go to Avenue in Medfield, ask for David. Okay.
So have you guys had experiences, whether yourselves or you've observed someone in a vacation setting be discourteous to...
That's a good question.
Whether it's someone working at a hotel or wait staff or
immediately pops into my mind this time where, and I was pissed off because it was in my group, but we were at a destination wedding in Dominican Republic at this really nice Iberostar resort. And there was one guy who was having flight issues coming from where he was coming from. So he was 2 days late.
Oh, wow.
So he's full of piss and vinegar. He gets in at like 8 o'clock at night and we finally catch up. And it was a lot of like fluster. And I don't even like the guy anyway, to be honest with you. I used to live with him and he was like, ugh, just a drag. But he came in with all this like bravado and all this like, oh, my story, oh, my issues. And then as he's explaining that, this lady comes up, and it doesn't help that he's white and she's black, you know.
Right.
She's wearing a uniform and he's like wearing Tommy Bahama stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, the optics are terrible. And then you just hear the words coming out of his mouth. He's like, yeah, why don't you get me? Okay, so it started out with, yeah, can I help you? Yeah, why don't you get me? And then it was whatever it was. Fast forward, she comes back. She's got all these drinks. She hands it to him. It's in a martini glass. So, whoop, a little bit of it spills on his pants. I would not say it was her fault or his fault. It was just
right circumstance.
A bad handoff, you know? He lit up on her and said, hey, before you do anything else, why don't you go get a towel with some soda water or whatever? And I said, whoa, hold on. Don't do that. You go get it yourself, you piece of shit. Like, what the fuck? I was so mad. Wow. I was so mad. And then I apologized to her and we tipped her extra at the end of the night. Like, personally, like, here, I'm sorry about that guy. But yeah, I hate when somebody, my wife and I have actually unfriended people in real life because of a story they told us about how they were talking to people at a store.
So gross. Yeah.
Because they asked their kids to get off of the bed at the Macy's and they were like they were just eating chocolate chip cookies and hanging on the bed. And I'm like, why don't you just know where you are? Like, you're a minimum wage employee.
Oh my God.
Why don't you go stock something? And I'm like, they left and Leslie and I both looked at each other and go, I don't think we're ever going to talk to them again.
No.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
I mean,
I think like you just don't want to. It gives me a visceral reaction.
yes,
Yeah.
100%.
I can't just idly sit by. Like I have to separate, and I have to what degree I can fix that mess that was made. So yeah. How about you?
The only thing I can think of is, I don't have a specific story, but so many times like you hear about people on golf vacations, because that's what we do. Where people get annoyed and they're fed up, and it's like, dude, you're playing golf on a vacation, like lighten up, you know? And it's not about like how they're playing. It's just sort of like, you know, the group in front of them, or, you know, then they hit into you, and it's kind of I don't know, just lose the attitude. You're on vacation, have fun.
Right.
That's all.
When I was in Bermuda over the summer with my sisters and my dad, I was waiting to talk to the concierge, or waiting for the concierge to help me with the dinner reservation. And in front of me were two women, probably in their 30s, talking to the front desk clerk about their frustration that their room wasn't ready. So check-in time at this hotel is 3 o'clock and it was now 5. And so one of the women was just incredibly frustrated and like pushing to have like, you know, money taken off their room fee, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, I appreciated her frustration at not being able to check in. I mean, you're 2 hours past check-in time. Like, I do feel like that's annoying. Especially, I don't know how long it took them to travel to Bermuda and whatever. But I don't, like, in that scenario, because I was trying to think to myself, if I were this woman, how would I handle it? And would I be as verbally aggressive as she was? She was a little more verbally aggressive than I think the situation called for. However, she wasn't really getting a resolution either. So, you know, is that when you go, can I speak to your manager? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't like conflict, but I would be totally annoyed, and because this hotel is very expensive. So, you know, if you can't get into your room until hours after, like, should you really pay the ridiculous amount of money per night for it?
That's where your negotiation skills come in. You're gonna get some comps somewhere,
right?
Probably. You know?
Yes.
You were talking about behavior. There's some stats here. How likely were you to act out on vacation according to how old you are? This was a survey done last year. 72% say they would from the ages of 18 to 27.
Oh, only 72.
Only 3 out of 4 people would.
Yeah, for sure. That's totally appropriate.
How likely are you to act out? That's great.
Yeah.
Act out can be a myriad of things. Like in the Bahamas, I remember we were at the outdoor dinner thing, like having dinner, drinks or whatever. And there was this one woman, young, blonde, cute, in a bikini, way past swimming time. Like it's evening. She was hammered and she was just walking around flirting with every single guy, whether he was married with his wife there or not. And my girlfriend at the time and the other couple we were with, we were like laughing so hard and we were cheering her on. Like,
oh my God,
this is great. Oh, I hope she goes over to these guys. And she was just like, hey, and she was just, that was awesome. That's acting out. That's acting out in a uncomfortable for some people, entertaining for others.
Yes, yes.
I appreciated it. I thought, buy her another drink.
Right. Let's keep this party going.
Yeah. 1/3 of people have posed inappropriately with a statue.
I read that statistic and I was like, I bet they're all American.
Can I tell you something? When I was in my 20s, I was with my buddies at like a golf place and it was like animal themed.
Oh, God.
And I have 18 pictures of me mounting the animal from behind.
Oh, my God. Of course you do.
And I'm 49 and a half.
Oh, my
and
God.
I still laugh at that.
You have to
there's
find
a
one.
hippopotamus, right? And I'm like, fucking the hippopotamus. Now here's a giraffe. All right, now I'm going to bang the giraffe.
I think
I didn't do it in front of kids, though.
Okay.
Like a situational awareness. It's okay if you're with your friends and you found your moment.
Dumb.
Hey,
Do you have these?
Not anymore.
Oh, man.
No, they're hard
It should be a
copy.
carousel on Instagram, for Christ's sake.
I would scroll through those.
Yeah, sure. Well, if I see a statue, I will get an inappropriate picture of it.
But wait, can we differentiate between a statue like that versus like the statue of David? You know what I mean? Like that's like you mounting a rhino from behind is funny.
Yeah.
Someone pretending to give David a blowy
blowjob,
is not fine. Like,
I don't know. I think that, just like playing with his balls. I mean, how many times I've seen? Okay, so I go to New York City, I went to Wall Street, saw the bull.
Yes.
With the girl that was in front of it. I wanted to show my daughter that. Okay, girl power. Okay, whatever. Let's go on. Everyone was fondling the bull's balls.
Seriously?
Yes. Every woman. From ages 20 to 45 were like, hey, look at balls right in my hand. I got them by the balls. It's so funny. One girl's like licking it. I'm like, okay.
Oh my God. But how old were these? They were 20s?
20 to 40.
Really?
Yeah. People just a little younger than
ladies.
us. Yeah. Here's one. I love this one. 4 in 10 have cheated on their partner on vacation.
Oh.
That is
40%.
alarming.
Yeah,
41.3. Could you imagine?
While the partner is there? Or like...
or like boys trip.
Yeah,
or like,
Yeah,
I
who
feel
knows? Who knows?
Wow.
Although you're throwing in Vegas, which
I know.
that's probably like 90%.
And is this like, when you say partner, is it like, could be boyfriend, girlfriend, sitches, like not necessarily spouses?
Let's see.
What do you think, Liz? What do you think?
I feel like they have
romantically involved.
Okay, so yeah, so it doesn't necessarily mean you're married.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I kind of feel like that would be a weird thing to do. You're kind of going away to get lucky, right? And
no,
then
you're going away just to relax and play golf.
Yeah.
Not to hook up and get an STD. Oh well,
no. I mean,
you're factoring in like we're families and we go on a family vacation. This sounds ridiculous to us, but think of we're lumped into the great, the big pool of vacationers, which include spring breakers.
Right.
Yeah.
Vegas gamblers.
Yes. Yeah. That's a whole, when you get the whole melting pot in there.
Yeah.
That could skew the stats. Like when they say 50% of marriages end in divorce.
Yeah.
It's really not 50% of marriages. It's like people who dated since high school are more likely to get divorced, or people that got married after knowing each other less than 6 months. So that like skews
Yep.
the stats.
Good point.
So.
All right. Well, that was a good show. I enjoyed it.
Yes. Yeah.
I got other things to do. How about you? You guys got a full day? You want to wrap it up?
Wrap it up.
All right. Well, Scuttlebutts, thank you for joining us. Curious to see who agrees with our hot takes on the okay or not okay questions that Evan posed to us. So shoot us a note, smalltownscuttlebutt@gmail.com. If you like what you hear, please rate, review, subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube @SmallTownScuttlebutt. See ya.
I'll have a cheeseburger, no onion.